Hey, how's everybody doing today? Clint the Audio Guy here. Thought I'd discuss another audio subject for you. In this video, I want to discuss the mass of people on audio forums that insist that the only way to compare anything is double-blind testing. And they bring this up all the time. You know, the only way to know which one's better is double-blind testing, because otherwise it's subjective, and you know, in your opinions, you'll form these opinions that you'll make one sound better because of psychoacoustics, and it's all in your mind and all this. Well, here's the thing: I've been selling audio for almost 2 decades, 18 years, and it's a little short-sighted, I think, to keep preaching to people that the only thing that matters is the sound, and that you have to double-blind test everything. Behind a black curtain, somebody else is switching out the whatever you're comparing. You don't know which one's which, and then you pick the best one, and that's the one you have to buy. You know, there's a couple things that are strange about this to me. One, nothing else in life is compared this way. As if audio equipment can't be beautiful, for one. It takes up, I mean, in my case, it takes up half my living room, but why can't it look good, right? It's artwork. It's artwork that produces sound. So, I mean, do you buy a couch because of only seat feel? Do you walk around a furniture store with a blindfold on and sit in everything and then pick the most comfortable one? No, absolutely not. It's something you sit in, so shouldn't it be the most comfortable couch? No, because it's in the middle of your living room and everybody has to look at it every day. And the crazy thing is, and your guests will see it when they come over, you want it to match the decor of the room, right? Unlike my old couch with the flowers on it, which is out of frame there. That came with the house, so it was free, you know. Do you taste your food blindfolded with a clothespin on your nose? No, you experience it with all your senses. With food, you smell it. Smell is a huge portion of the flavor, and some say even about 50% of the flavor. So are you going to only listen to your speakers and have no other senses involved? Also, what's wrong? Everybody seems so concerned about how other people spend their money. What's wrong with loving the way your speakers look, or your amplifiers, or the rack that you have it on, or your turntable, even if it sounds the same, but you bought one that costs a little bit more because it's more massive and more, you know, impressive looking, and more pleasing to the eye. What's wrong with that? We buy everything in life, almost, I mean, substantial thing, highly weighted by what it looks like. So why can't audio have that factored in as well? It doesn't make sense. I'm not that much of a snob that I have to say that everything must be double-blind tested. There needs to be some pride of ownership as well. And we're not just talking about looks. There's a lot of other factors that might make you buy a piece of audio equipment. Prestige is one. There's a lot of high-value brands that give you a lot of sound for your money. One of them, Parasound. I think they give you great sound for your money. You get a very high-performing system, and you didn't outlay a ton of cash. You get great support and everything, but there's other brands with more prestige, and you will pay for those. And prestige is like, when you go to sell it, you know, 10 years from now, is it going to be worth more? Is it going to be worth the same? Is it going to be worth a lot less? Brands with very high prestige will hold their value very well on the used market. because they're still desirable. They're iconic. They're going to be around for a long time. Brands that have really high construction quality. That's another thing. Mark Levinson is an example of that. Boulder, where they're machined, the components are machined out of ingots of aluminum. Oh, Esoteric. I'll do another video about my favorite looking audio components of all time, and Esoteric is one of my all-time favorites. They just look amazing. I do like the look of Macintosh, obviously, too, that retro kind of style. But you do pay for style. Who's the designer? He said style is everything, and or design is everything, and that's a famous quote. I forget the guy's name, but famous designer. He designed products for Apple and fonts for various companies and logos and stuff. And he's kind of right, because in a couple decades of doing this and selling to customers, I can see what customers gravitate towards, and customers gravitate towards products because of what they look like. There's plenty of products. If you went through a store and you sat in every chair until you found the most comfortable one, blindfolded, we'd all have like marshmallow filled beanbag chairs, right? But that's not what we're buying. So we're buying, distressed leather. I bought the nail heads. I like the scroll work on the arms. There's why is that wrong? That's what I'm saying. Why is it wrong to have an opinion about the style of something and then to weigh that in your decision? I've had people buy speakers because it's the only one that was available in Ferrari red. Or I've had somebody not buy a pair of speakers from me because this other brand that I did not carry came in Lamborghini yellow. I didn't have a speaker that comes in, an automotive paint finish in yellow. It's a very rare color. But you like yellow, it's cool looking, it's a cool speaker. I'm sure it sounds great. But why not? Why not? There's just this vigilant group of, audio know-it-alls, I say, on audio forums, because I follow a bunch of the forums, and I see what they write, and that preach to you like you couldn't possibly know the difference because you didn't double blind test it. And I have a feeling that 90% of those people don't double blind test anything themselves either. They just want to tell you that you're wrong. So anyway, buy it for whatever reason you want to. Sound is one of the factors. Prestige, resale value, brand loyalty, as well as design. Those are all valid reasons too. So people don't buy Ferraris because they're the fastest car. If they wanted the fastest car for the money, they'd probably have a used Corvette or something. They buy Ferraris because they want a Ferrari. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. That's my thought for today. Tell me below what you think is the most important aspect of when deciding to purchase a component. And to manufacturers, my suggestion is design is hugely important. You got to make your stuff look good if you want to sell it, because number one, that's the thing people value, and I think it's even higher valued by customers than the sound. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'll get off my soapbox here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.